One of the most popular questions I get asked as a romance author is there a certain order that you need to read my books in, and if they are standalone romances? So the first easy question is all my books are standalone romances. They each focus on different couples, and you do get that happily ever after by the end of the book. But I also do write in series, so the characters are usually connected in some way. So today I realized that I haven't ever talked about like the reading order for my Rich and Famous series, so I'm going to go over that real quick. So the first book is Assisting My Brother's Best Friend, and it features Kate and Drew, who have known each other for a long time. He is, as you probably guessed from the title, the best friend of Kate's brother, and all growing up she had a crush on him, but he was like 3 years older and they couldn't act on that, of course. Anyway, it's a few years later though when this book starts. Andrew is the billionaire bachelor in a reality TV series, and Kate gets hired by the show to help him get engaged. But even though they haven't seen each other in 7 years, sparks are definitely still there. So it has a bit of a forbidden romance, second chance, billionaire, lots of pining, and some great kisses. Okay, the next book in that series is Hollywood and Ivy. It's loosely connected to the one before because Ivy was roommates with Kate in Assisting My Brother's Best Friend a long time ago. Anyway, now she is living in the small town of Sutton Creek and working at a bed and breakfast, and this is like a Christmas vibe, so she's decorating one of the many trees that the inn has, and in walks Justin Banks, who is a movie star, super famous, super attractive, and also the guy who stood Ivy up for prom all those years ago. So it has some enemies to lovers vibe, lots of funny moments, embarrassing moments too. And one of my favorite things about this is since he did stand her up for prom and he's back and, you know, super rich and famous, she is feeling a little out of sorts and doesn't want to look like a loser who's still in the same small town that they, you know, last saw each other in. And so while he is hanging out at the bed and breakfast, she pretends every single night that she is going out on these super hot dates, getting all dressed up and leaving, even though she might just be going to hang out with her friend. The next book in the series is Her Football Star X, and it takes place in the same small town of Sutton Creek that Hollywood and Ivy is in. Emerson is best friends with Ivy, and she is set to attend the same wedding as her ex-husband. He's the best man, she's a bridesmaid, and they've been divorced for a year. They have a son together, and she's just a little nervous about how that's gonna go. And so when she hears a rumor that he has a date, she doesn't want to look like the one pining after him still, so she hurries and signs up for online dating so that she can hopefully find a date and possibly make Vincent jealous. But then one night when Vincent is with their son and they are looking at the dating app with a dating app with his best friend who is on it, and his best friend's like kind of like showing him what it's all about because Vincent doesn't know. They happen to come across Emerson's profile, and their son, being excited to see his mommy's face on the phone, he like thinks that he's in a photo album, and he quickly swipes right on the photo to see another photo and matches Vincent's best friend with his ex-wife. So yeah, that makes for some fun moments and possibly some like You've Got Mail vibes a little bit with the pen pal thing. But also this is like super emotional, tugs at your heartstrings, second chance romance. He is also a quarterback for a NFL team, and while an author probably can't choose a favorite book, this is definitely in my top 5. Okay, next is Friend Zone to End Zone, which features Cole and Ariana. Ariana is Vincent from Her Football Star X's little sister, and Cole is his best friend, the friend who had the dating app that got them into a bit of a sticky situation. Anyway, in this one, this is a best friend's romance. Cole has been in love with Ariana for years, but she's been dating this jerk. And so he's just been biding his time trying to, you know, figure out when to make his move. But when Ariana's teasing him one day about how he never goes on dates, he decides to sign up for online dating and asks her to be his dating coach. And she's like, I don't know why you need a dating coach. You're hot, you're awesome, and everyone would want you. You're an NFL player. So she figures that he will have no trouble, but she does agree to be his dating coach. And so we get to have some fun practice dating moments. And if you like cinnamon roll heroes, Cole is definitely the one for you. And the last book in that series is Stolen Kisses from a Rock Star, and it features Landon and Maya, who are childhood neighbors. I have a hard time talking about this without spoiling too many things, but it does have like hidden identity. Maya is a huge fan of this rock star called Incognito. He is like a singer who wears a mask, so no one knows his real identity. And for her birthday, her friends get her tickets to his concert with a VIP pass, and so she's able to go backstage and meet him. And when they're hanging out, he seems kind of familiar for some reason, but I can't exactly say why. Anyway, it's a super like quick novella, but even though it's like one of my shorter reads, I have so many readers that say it's one of their favorites because it's just such a fun, quick read. Anyway, that is my Rich and Famous series, and if you are still here, that video ended up being way longer than I expected, but if you're still here, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you take a chance on this series.